We are live. What's up, everybody? This is Robert Lyon coming to you live. I decided to put my name in the corner as Dr. Stacks because I'm going to teach you how to make them stacks. The Stacks professor is in the house. All right, today is called basically Tuesday messaging. But messaging doesn't sound quite right. It's really like, I don't know, thumb hustling or cold pitching or something like that. All right. So the whole idea behind this, like the whole breakthrough that I really want you to have is I want you to understand like the whole freedom business tribe, or the whole thing that I'm trying to do really all kind of started because somebody asked me, what would success look like for you? What would success mean for you? And as soon as I heard that, I really was like, well, I don't know. What would success mean for me? And I had to come up with this definition. And my definition of success is I can make as much money as I want from anywhere in the world, meaning I can travel. I don't have to be stuck in some place. I can just focus and I can make money. I don't have to worry about money. And that's what's really going to break me free to live that free life, create that freedom business. So yesterday we talked about focusing on high ticket. Now we're going to talk about on how we can sell those high ticket offers from anywhere. And the big breakthrough that I want you to have is this. There's all these marketers and gurus that are teaching you, make a webinar or like have customers call you because you put out such valuable content. Like that's the dream. Like the dream is like you put out content and your customer just calls you up and is like, how much money? And just throws money at you, or you have a business and people just drive by throwing bags of cash. All right. But it doesn't quite work like that. But this is such a massive breakthrough. Okay. So, and it all kind of comes down to me like focusing on sales right now. What I can do with sales and what we're going to be talking about today is in messaging is you can basically do this. So some people have this mindset, right? That customers should book a call on my calendar because I'm so amazing, right? But the right mindset, the way that you should focus on this right now is you can go out there right now and create your own customers, right? You don't have to wait for anybody. You don't have to ask for permission, okay? And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be hunting for these customers. You're going to be hunting for these high ticket sales, right? And then the people that are coming inbound, the people that are seeing your content, the people that are interested and are coming to you, that's just going to be the icing on the cake. All right. We're going to go whale hunting every single day. All right. So get your harpoons, shave your little seals and put it on or whatever the hell you got to do. And let's go whale hunting every day. All right. This is how you whale hunt. All right. So what we're going to be talking about today is how are we going to be basically like sliding in the DMs, cold calling, cold emailing. It's all the same thing. But how can we break through that barrier? Okay. And here's how we can break through. Nobody likes to be sold, but people love to buy stuff. All right. So if you have an amazing offer, again, that's number one. And as soon as you have that amazing offer, as soon as you can create a transformation in somebody's life and you're ready to shout it from the mountains, this is what you do. Or if you're freaking broke and you're hungry, this is what you do. If you need to make a lot of money and you don't give a fuck about anybody except for making a lot of money, then this is what you do. Okay. So you have your offer and you form your messaging. You really think about your messaging. Now, how most of these coaching people and sales people tell you to do, like this is exactly what you do. So first, you basically say introduction. You introduce yourself, who you are. You try and be kind of quick with that. You send them a compliment. You tell them why, and you tell them what they're going to get if they work with you. All right. Or the super ninja way is essentially you basically make rapport. You say hello, you make them laugh, you do something, and then you basically ask them, what are you trying to achieve? All right. This is for all sales. What are you trying to achieve? All right. And then you listen. You do what is called like hyper listening, or there's a better word for it, but I can't think of it at this exact second. It's like intentional like listening, and you listen to what they say on what they're trying to achieve. If they say, oh, I'm trying to make $6,000 a month. Okay. You write that down. Okay. They're trying to make $6,000 a month. And then you ask them, what are you trying to avoid? Okay. Or you find their pain. Their pain is that they're dependent on their spouse to pay all the bills, and they really want their business to take off. You write that down, right? And then you ask them, okay, how much money do you want to make a month? And I don't even like that much, because sometimes when you say that, that's when they run, they book it. But when you get to the money and they say $6,000 a month, you say, okay, what would that mean for you? And you go deep. You go deep and you really listen for the real reason that they want the money. Okay, the real reason they want the money is because they're in a shitty relationship, and they have to get out of there, and they want their own business. They want their own financial dignity, their own thing. All right. And then when you go for the sale, what you do is you say, all right, well, if I can get you to $6,000 a month, and I can get you out of your shitty relationship, and I can get your business to thrive, are you willing to sign up right now? And they're going to say, fuck yeah, because you know what they want. You know their pains. You make them run away from their pain, or you offer them a solution. So that's what I was trying to say. So you see what they're trying to achieve. You see their pain, and then you offer them a solution. You offer them the high ticket sale to get them out of the mess that they're in right now. Okay. And this is just all sales in general. But now let's talk about that breakthrough we're going to have about being able to DM people, being able to lead generation. All right. And I kind of made a list, and I really wanted the list to add up to 10 different places that we can, start messaging our ideal client. But I got 8. All right. So I'll update this once I find another 2. But we can start prospecting on Instagram. All right. Instagram is actually the biggest way. This is where people are making millions of dollars right now in the coaching industry, millions of dollars in the fitness industry, millions of dollars in the marketing industry, because on Instagram, right, they have hashtags. We've all probably tried to grow our Instagram. We've all tried to do it. And we've tried, we pump in 20 weird hashtags, and we hope that they work. And sometimes you find killer hashtags, and that's how you crush it. All right. But it's a little saturated, but still, think about this. Your ideal customer is out there right now using the same hashtags. If you're going after chiropractors, they're using the hashtag chiropractor. So you just go on Instagram, you look up your prospect. So if I want to work with entrepreneurs, right? That's a terrible one, because everybody says they're an entrepreneur, and it's ridiculous. Every time I say that I'm an entrepreneur coach, somebody wants to run away, but it doesn't matter. You can look up the hashtag entrepreneur, right? And then you can basically find actual people that are trying to be successful entrepreneurs. You can see their posts, you can see that they're using hashtags, and you can see if they're active on Instagram right now. Now, what you do is you don't just go straight for the DM. I mean, you can if you come up with a good copywriting thing or something, but the real ninja way to do it is first you ask them if you can follow them. Once they approve you to follow them, you start interacting with their content. You like their content, you leave comments on their content. And after you do this for a couple days, or you see a live stream, or you see an angle, you basically, then you can slide into the DMs. Then you can send them a message and be like, hey, because I see that you're working really hard, and I see that you're really trying to help people, I'd like to be your friend, and then you just start a relationship. Okay. And you kind of keep talking to them, and you try and just build rapport. That's the main thing. Number one, remember, build rapport. Create a connection. Say something you have in common. Oh, you just had a kid. I had a kid once. Whatever it is you're trying to do, trying to relate to them. Okay. And then once you get the rapport, you give them a compliment. That's what people love, compliments. You act really friendly. And then you can slowly start to build a relationship. You can see what they have to offer. That's another great way to slide into the DMs. Say you're going after chiropractors. You send them a message saying, hey, are you looking for more clients right now? And say you have a marketing agency. And they're, of course, anybody's going to be like, yeah, we're always looking for new clients. Boom. Now you can start your conversation. All right. So, and then the next one is Facebook. Facebook, people are sliding in the DMs all the time. I mean, we got to get better at it, though. Almost all of them Like, I mean, a lot of people are doing it for their job. They're sending messages like they see. Ever since I said that I was a coach on Facebook, I get like 10 people DMing me every day. And you can't knock the hustle. You can't because there's going to be out there out of 100 people, one person's probably going to buy your package. One person's going to want to start or 10 people are going to become your friend. One person's going to buy. But you got to keep on that thumb hustle. Keep on, diving in the DMs. And on Facebook, though, what's really powerful is creating what's called like hook posts or slippery posts. That's what it was. So you create a slippery post where, you start with a big headline and then all of the content, all the copywriting slides into a call to action. So you start with a big promise, a big headline, something that stops them in their track. They read your content and they send you a message, right? That's how you can do this on Facebook, right? And then there's also, you can go into groups, you can do content, or you can just direct message people. And like I said, if you have something else, like what's really cool about having a podcast like I do is I can offer people a platform. And that's how I can also get them in my inner circle. It's how I can also tell them about what I'm trying to sell, and I see that as a great way to leverage other people's audiences as well. And it's just such a powerful thing that I think everybody should be starting a podcast right now. If you want to learn how to start a podcast, send me a message, schedule a call. I'll be your podcast wizard or whatever. But messaging. All right. So the other key thing about this stuff is you want to make sure that your social media platforms all look really good. Because after a while, people are going to come to your come to your main page. They're going to try and figure out who you are, what you do, why do you keep commenting on my stuff, what are you sending me a message about? And if it looks good, if you look like a real person, you don't have like some scary main picture and like your back thumbnails all blurry and crappy. Like people are going to be interested in what you have to sell. So this is just another way to make sure that people understand who you are and clear on your messaging. Right? So you want to have an idea of exactly what you're selling. You want to have an idea of exactly what's going to hook people in to want to know more. They don't have to buy right away, but they at least have to know now who you are and what you do. Like you have to tick that little box like, oh, this guy is a closer. He's a salesman. Oh, this guy is a coach. Oh, this guy is a YouTube ads guy. Like they have to be able to know right away. Like a caveman has to be able to look at your profile and understand what it is that you do. So that's key. All right. Now I'm just going to list off the other ones though. So LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a little saturated. We all are on LinkedIn and we get freaking messages all the time to the point where it's just like, well, this is stupid. Like, why is everybody spamming my inbox? Sometimes though, there's some really cool people and you have to just keep track of the conversations that do start that they send you on LinkedIn. Like those conversations that actually stand out to you, you need to write those down and you need to put them in a little journal and be like, man, whatever this person said right off the bat that made me want to continue this conversation, like I need to mimic that. I need to figure out what they're doing because it worked for me. It'll probably work for somebody else. Then you got TikTok. TikTok is a huge opportunity. Nobody's freaking selling like TikTok. They have like you have a video, right? You have your little video where people are like, they'll dance and then be like, want to make $1 million? Go to my description. Like that's cool. But nobody is sliding in the DMs and trying to sell stuff on TikTok. That's like a blue ocean right now. Oh, Snapchat. Ooh, we're up to 9 now, people. Anyways. So yeah, TikTok. You can make a really good TikTok and start messaging people and start selling and getting customers. Don't be sleeping on TikTok. You think it's just for dancing. And you're already too late, man. You can get tons of organic right now on TikTok. It's ridiculous. Twitter. Twitter is another one. What I like to do with Twitter is I just basically plan out like 30 days of tweets. And the best thing about Twitter is you could just tweet all day. You could send 1,000 tweets in a day. Well, you can't. They'll kick you off. But you can just have it all scheduled out. You can do that for Instagram too, where you have like a scheduled post come out every couple hours that are pointing to your links, that are pointing to booking a call, that are telling you your branding, what you do. That's so powerful. And then Twitter, you can slide in the DMs too. If anybody comments on your tweet, if anybody like leaves a heart on your tweet, you can send them a message, like whatever it is. Email is the OG of messaging. We should all be really focused on building our email list because organic reach is falling down. I mean, every time you try and post too much on Facebook or I try and invite too many people to my Facebook group, like I try and do anything marketing, they're like, nope, you got to pay a toll, bro. And they fucking kick you off Facebook. You say some weird stuff, like they kick you off Facebook. Same with all these other platforms. It's going to be kind of squishing down on your organic reach. You're not going to be seen by as many people. So always be building that newsletter. Always, always, always have a link so people can join your fantastic newsletter so that you can send traffic to anything you want, and cold emailing is the same thing as sliding in the DMs, but on a more professional. And I used to do this a lot when I was running my pay-per-lead agency. I mean, I had it down to where every morning I would send 50 cold emails to people, and I could only do 50. Otherwise, Google would shut down my Gmail account and they'd kick me off. And then they'd figure out that my IP is a tainted, spammy IP. And then anything I did on that computer, I'd have to fucking like go through like a separate server. And it was ridiculous. So you got to be careful. Like you got to have tasteful cold emails, but cold emails still work. People have made millions and millions of dollars cold emailing businesses, trying to get a call, trying to get a connection, trying to, just express who you are. So don't sleep on cold email. Another one is Reddit. Reddit is kind of cool. You can go on a bunch of different forums, like not just Reddit. I just say Reddit because Reddit is like the biggest forum that's out there now, especially ever since Wall Street Bets. Like a lot of people are coming with Reddit. A lot of Redditors are on there. And if you just deliver like really good value and then people ask you questions, you can say, hey, here's my booking link. Let's talk some more. Boom. And then Snapchat is the other one that I just thought of. So Snapchat is like the wild, wild west. Like they don't want to lose their business. Then like, I don't know why their stock goes up because I mean, who still uses Snapchat unless you're trying to like date somebody? Like, I don't know. Snapchat but it's still the wild west. You can make a snap and you can send it to every single person and you can friend every single person in the whole freaking place. So Snapchat is super powerful and it's just crazy. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now we got 8. So that's 8 ways or 8 platforms that you can just start basically selling your product. And it's not selling, okay? Instead of selling, let's say helping. Let's say you have an incredible product that can either, transform business, transform somebody's life, help them with their finances, take them out of the struggling crap that they're in right now and put them in a better mindset, into a better place. Then what you're going to be doing is you're going to just be focusing on helping people. Yes, it costs money to work with you. Everything in life costs money. But if you're going to change someone's life, if you're going to make their business go from struggling to thriving, then you should be reaching out to as many people as possible. All right, so we got 8 platforms. I would recommend that you try and do like 10 cold messages a day on each platform. That's not going to get you kicked off, and that's going to get you some traction. That's 80 people a day that you could be reaching out to see if they want to purchase your product. And of course, when you're going on these platforms, you really want to focus on specific niches. Like Reddit, they have their own forum. Twitter, they have their hashtags. Instagram, they have their hashtags. Facebook has their Facebook groups. You could even do it on YouTube. I'm going to put that down. On YouTube, you can just start leaving comments on people's videos and you can have them start watching your content. And that's a great way that you could start having people sliding in the DM, sending you messages. And the easiest way that we're going to do this is we're going to get like what I have, which is a Calendly link, or I use OnceHub. I like OnceHub a lot. And it's just straight to the booking. Now, once you start getting some sales, once you start making some money, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to start creating things like applications. So instead of everybody being able to just book a call with you, they're going to have to fill out an application and they're going to have to tell you how much money they make before they even get on a call. Or the coolest one that I've heard recently is make people take a quiz. I think I'm probably going to put a quiz together to see if you guys are even, willing to be an entrepreneur, because it's hard to be an entrepreneur. So I'm going to make people take a quiz before they work with me, because some people just aren't cut out to be entrepreneurs. You ain't got the guts. You ain't got the drive. You want to eat Cheetos and play video games all day. So that is awesome. So think about that. So you'll be sliding into people's DMs and somebody will say, oh man, what do you do? And you say, man, I help entrepreneurs, or I help these business owners. And then you can say, well, you want to take this quiz to see if you're business is up to par, you want to take your quiz and get a digital like a thing. And another thing that I'm doing for my business is I'm giving people a free audit, a free digital audit. So if you go to entrepreneurs.coach, you can get a free digital audit. And what I'll do is I'll basically give your website a free SEO audit. I'll check out all your social medias, and I'll make sure if your messaging is all clear and it says what you're doing. And then we hop on a call and I tell you kind of what I figured out. That's super powerful. That's a wonderful way for you to start a conversation, because you don't just want to be take, or me. It's not about you. It's about them, right? At the end of the day, even when you sell your product, you're there to serve them. Just because you have to show it to them and you might have to like shove it down their face and force them to pull out their wallet, it's still going to help them. It's still going to benefit them. There's so much stuff in this life that nobody wants to do, but if they just did it, their life would get better. You know, if somebody's overweight and sick and you force them to work out every day, don't you think when they're healthy and they're not sick anymore, they're going to be thankful that you made them do that? If somebody's broke right now, struggling to make money and doesn't know what to do, and then you show them exactly what they could do to make money every day, don't you think they're going to be so grateful at the end of the day? They might be scared right now. They might be in the woe is me, or the everything is too scary for me right now mindset, but you're going to help them. You're going to push them in the right direction, and you just have to break down that barrier. So I want to get back to just kind of telling the breakthrough that I had and why it's so important. I really want you to listen. So in sales, there's inbound and then there's outbound, right? Outbound is like cold calls, right? Inbound is people are scheduling a phone call with you, right, to talk to you. And those are great. And those are what all salespeople want. All salespeople want people calling your business, right? And you talking to them on the phone and selling them the package, okay? But here's where most business owners are screwed up. Because think about this. If you can go out into the marketplace and find customers, that means you can actively do something every single day to make money. No more excuses. Let's say you have a course. You sell it for like $97. You can go out there and start DMing every single person that looks like they might buy your course, and you can make money every single day. You can create incredibly valuable content, and anybody that like comments on it, you can send them a message and you can start a conversation with them, and you can sell and be active instead of passive. That's why we're the Freedom Business Tribe. It was the passive income entrepreneurs, but I want to be active. I want to be able to make as much money as possible whenever I want. Whenever I feel like I need to buy something, I want to be able to make as much money as possible. And this is how you can control your income. This is how you can pay off bills, you can take out loans, and you can invest in your business because you now know exactly how to get a client, how to get a customer. All right. That's what I'm trying to convey. And I'm going to try and convey this every Tuesday to you, better ways to do it. Now, I want to tell you what my mentor did. Now, this was a year ago, and what really worked for him and how he made $1 million business off of Instagram. All he did is he would do I think it was an Instagram reel, a 90-second video every single day. And then at the end of the video, he would tell the listeners or the viewers of the Instagram profile that the possibility, find out what the possibility is and book a call with me. So that's all I did. This is, people try and make these super complicated businesses, right? He was helping fitness coaches scale their business. Every single day, all he did was he would just make a 90-second story, 90-second reel, and he would put it on Instagram. People would see the reel, they'd like it, he'd DM them, he'd tell them exactly what they do, and this is how he made a multi-million-dollar business. That's powerful. People try and overcomplicate it so much. All they did is they just got really good at this. They got really good at growing this one Instagram account, making these. I mean, he would make really good videos. Like, I wish I had a list of the videos that he did on each day, but it was something like, I don't know. I know Sunday was like spirituality. I know Wednesday was Wow Wednesday. So every Wednesday they would have like a success story, and then it would be like Content Monday, something. And this is just so cool to hear how he made $1 million business by just doing one thing. And I'm finding more and more that if you can just figure out one thing that really works, like you got one thing more than everybody else does. Everybody else is trying to do shit too. And I think everybody finds at least one thing that really works, and you need to just capitalize on that. So try doing that. Try making a reel every single day, and then just telling people, have a hook at the end that says, you want to find out what could happen? Book a call with me. I love that because, or you want to find what if, the possibility that you can make a lot of money, just book a call with me, have a hook to have people do it. So then you make an amazing piece of content, and you have the same hook at the end of every single story, every single reel that you put out, every single TikTok, every single YouTube video that's going to hook them in. Find out the possibility for you by booking a call with me today. That's so powerful. So anyways, think about that. You don't have to just be waiting for money to come to you anymore. You can go out there and make your own money. It's like there's just a big pile of money on the table, and all you have to do is scoop it up. And you have to break through the barriers. Like, let's talk about the nitty gritty of this. You have to focus on talking to people and creating relationships. So it's not that easy. It's not as easy as they make it sound, because you're going to be scared. Do it scared. And all you need to do is, instead of having your anxiety and freaking out about talking to strangers, just put your brain in neutral. Just put it in neutral. You're not gonna rob them. You're not stealing anything from anybody. So you put your brain and your worries in neutral, and you just start a conversation like you would with anybody. And a lot of people aren't going to reply back, and some are, and some are going to tell you to go jump off a bridge, and others are going to say, "Oh yeah, here's my credit card information. Like, let's work together. I want what you have. Give it to me. How much does it cost?" And it's just a numbers game, but it's also a human game. It's a emotions game of getting in the right mindset. And I was really thinking about this a lot today, because there's like all those weird money mantras, and you gotta say, you have to act like it's happening right now, and that money's gonna happen to you. And opening doors, though, like what if you just spent all day opening new doors to make more money? And when I say by new doors, is like reaching out in conversations with people that might buy something from you, putting new products on new platforms, anything else that you can think of, buying a new stock that might go up. Like, what if you just spent all day opening potential for money to come to you, right? And what if like, let's be conservative. Let's say 10% of, like, that's a lot. 10% though makes you a shitload of money. You lose a little bit of money on all 90. You're still going to make a lot of money. Like, if you're in alignment, right? If you're in the right mindset that you deserve wealth, that money is going to come to you, that you're never going to be broke again, and you are unreasonably abundant, and you have no fears, and then you are steadily opening doors, kicking down walls and barriers, and asking people to work with you, asking to change their lives, and charging them a high ticket price, nothing is going to stop you. It's going to happen eventually. So I just want you to really have that, like, aggressive, let's go whale hunting everyday mentality. And I want you to get into the position where every day you could make money, where if you got to buy a new pair of shoes, you can make that money right now by thumb hustling, right? If you got, child support, you can make that money right now, hustling up some money, putting out the content, and doing the damn deed, talking to a bunch of people. And it just becomes a game of adding value, helping people, networking, growing, and getting clarity on your messaging. And the way that I break down my messaging is I kind of bust out a PowerPoint, do it all on PowerPoint. So I basically say, or Funnelytics, or one of those things, but I say, here's how my conversation is going to go. I'm going to start with my introduction. I'm going to give them a compliment. I'm going to tell them why I'm DMing them. And then I'm going to tell them what to do next. What to do next is usually going to be a phone call, because if you're going to sell a high ticket product, you're going to do it over the phone. Or you could tell them to go to a webinar, or this is how people sell affiliate products all day long. They start a conversation with someone, they tell them that this is going to help you out, buy this affiliate product, boom, you just made money, and you can do this every day, day in, day out, nighttime, wake up, start making money. All right. Yeah, man, there's so much potential in women. So I hope you got something out of this. I appreciate you all. Be sure to ask me a comment, ask me a question. If you need any help, book a call with me. I'm looking for 10 entrepreneurs that want to make a high ticket product and start selling it like crazy. That's my goal. I want to be your salesman. I want to help you market it. I want to promote it. I want to help you build it. And I just want to help people. So if you want to do that, book a call. It's in the link somewhere, or just reach out to me and send me a message and I'll tell you more about it. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be Copywriting Wednesday. All right. And I love copywriting and I'm excited to talk to you about it. So be sure to tune in and show up, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. And wait, I want to remember what's my new slogan going to be. If you want to find out the possibility, book a call with me. The possibility of you doing this are unlimited, and I want to help you get there. All right. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.